I have used many music streamers, digital transport, music servers, and everything combined. Custard Audio S26 stands out in sound quality. Hello everyone, welcome to Tabama Hi-Fi Review channel. Today I'm going to share my long-term experience of using this Custard Audio S26 that I've been using almost 3 months now. Custard Audio developed their own motherboard to give us best sound quality possible in this price point. This S26 is retail for $1,600 using AMD Ryzen 5 7nm processor with liquid cooling, that is passive design. It uses copper lines to cool down the CPU. Onboard memory of 8 GB, which is expandable. The built-in internal storage is 1 TB, but you can expand up to 4 TB of internal storage with built-in the internal bay that you can edit easily. Cooling and everything works great. I don't hear any sound other than when I put my ears close to the actual component, I can hear a tiny bit of power supply. Other than that, it's absolutely quiet. Everything is controlled through web-based. They also have their own Android app. Most of my music listening, I use Ron server through this S26 with Ron iOS app with internally loaded music files, as well as Cell Player that they feature on this S26. So Cell Audio is hi-fi optimized operation system that they introduced and they've been using, especially Custard Audio, that is Linux-based operation system. Everything works perfectly with CD quality files, but if I mix them like PCM 96K 192 DSD, different type of resolution, and when I do that kind of mixed playback, it can handle it. As of right now, it's gonna get really glitchy, but when I move over listening with Ron app and Ron server and everything is working flawlessly. I was waiting for them to fix those software glitches because I really like built-in Cell Audio Player. It's very simple to use and sound quality is better than Ron playback system. I'm using this Custard Audio S26 and R30 combination using I2S connection connected to Custard G port. That is their proprietary I2S port that connect between the components. It works flawlessly. When I try with different DACs such as Galubido Divinity DAC, I try with standard I2S port. It works great. So if you are using different type of DAC, be sure to connect to standard, not the one with the G indicator. So that's the one thing that I need to remind you. So overall sound quality, possibly this is the best one out there right now. It works great with Ron server and Ron app control. So let's get inside this S26 operation system that uses Cellware OS. So here's a shortcut that I created. It will get to S26 local directly. I will have that little instruction if you need that. So these are all the services. These are all the bridges. I can enable, start all the apps. So those are the options. Currently everything is running. This is the next option. This is playback setting. So UPnP server or ROM bridge or whatever you choose to use, right? If you are using ROM server, you have 2 options, regular hard drive or memory mode. The memory mode is factory standard, if I remember it correctly. So I try that and also try the hard drive mode. I prefer sound quality of memory mode. So when I try memory mode, the operation temperature of the S26 may be slightly higher. Other than that, sound quality improvement is totally worth it. You can replace ROM server if you are having experience with some loading issue or anything that happened, and you can also reset the ROM server, UPnP server, ROM bridge, UPnP rendering, AirPlay working great. Spotify as of right now is not working as after they released the premium, the lossless option, so that is not working with my S26. Next one is this little gear icon. If you go to that, you can change the host name, initialize the disk, that's for the internet disk, and there's language setting. There's many different language option, network setting, playback setting. So these are playback setting. I'm using critical listening mode. That also increase the operation temperature of S26 a little bit. If you change it to critical listening mode to off, it's slightly different, a few degrees different. And next one is these, reboot or shutdown. So those are the setting and features that are available. Only thing that they are missing is built-in music apps such as Tidal Connect, Spotify Connect, or Cobus Connect, or all that is missing, because as for Tidal, they are not accepting new hardware manufacturer. If they can do that, this is going to be complete and probably one of the best one out there. Sound quality is probably the best one as of right now. And next one is let's create server audio shortcut, meaning you can access directly from your home screen, like you have your own app kind of thing. I created that for R30 streamer as well as server, the local access to S26. So those are easy options and easily doable. Be sure you add those bookmarks in your Safari bookmarks. Let's say Cell Audio, the S26, or Cell Audio Player. So to do that, you need those pre-bookmarks option that you added to your Safari. Then you need Apple shortcuts. So go to the shortcuts, and then you can do new shortcut or hit this plus icon, and then go to Safari, right? This is, let's see, where is my Safari? There you go. And then go to open bookmark. That's it, very simple. And then I hit this bookmark, and then I'll choose whatever you prefer. I'm gonna choose this Cell Player. So that is the option. Next one is hit this down arrow, add to home screen. Then you have the option, either you use the icons, or you can choose your own photo. Let's use this, my ikebana. This is what I do at spare time, Japanese flower pots that I like to decorate or I like to create. So choose this one, and that's it, and then rename it. That's it, it's right here, as you can see. Let's move it next to Cellware. So Cell Player, so it will get into directly to that Cell Audio Player. Let's try that. That's it, very simple and easy. You can totally use it on your iPhones or iOS devices. This is the only one that totally outshine my beloved Sony music server I've been using for probably like 10 years now. S26 totally outperformed it in terms of sound quality, refined sound signature with clean and precise, noise-free sound reproduction. Totally optimized for sound quality and audio performance in hardware and software combined, right? All they need to do is improve the usability of Cell Audio Player. Compatibility wise, ROM works the best. When I try JPlay, it doesn't read internal storage. When I'm using this Guster S26 with different DACs, I tried with Divinity DAC from Galobido H2O TA32. So when I did that, all I have to do is go into Ron app, go to the audio setting and select what output I like to use. Very simple. They have a very good product in OS and hardware combined. All they need to do is smooth out all the kinks that I experienced. But as of my audition goes with my reference music that I loaded inside this S26 internal 1 terabyte storage, everything works flawlessly with Ron playback system. Other than a little bit of pop when the track changes from PCM to DSD. The pop is not even major, just slight pop. When I'm using Cell Audio Player, I can totally play CD quality files flawlessly, end to end, whole albums or whatever the playlist that I made, I can play it no problem at all. Only issue is high-res files and long list of a playlist that mix with many different type of music files. Then I have issue like jumping issue from track to track without even finishing. It will jump to next tracks or those kind of issue that I have. So that is the internal Cell Audio Player. I just want to clarify that. Studio quality, background noise control, totally silent background. Please keep in mind, if you are not really inclined to troubleshooting and a little bit of computer guy, you may need someone to configure it for you. Other than that, I can totally recommend it to you for overall sound quality and performance of this DAC that I experienced. Because sound quality is so good that I thought about using this S26 as my reference server, right? So I'm gonna keep trying JPlay and Ron server and try to load all the title playlists to Ron again, see if it's work. If you have Ron subscription, I can totally recommend this S26 for you to try it. Probably you will fall in love with it. Hardware and operation system, they put really nice component together with this S26 for best possible sound quality for the money. I can totally recommend it to you to try it, my friend. Thank you for watching and happy listening.
reason, and I'll tell you what I think. Give me the passion without the bleeding, and I'll tell you why I blink. Whoa, now don't say nothing. Whoa, just let time pass. Whoa, just think of something while I look at you. Oh, I love to look at you. Give me your shadows and all loose connections, and I'll tell you what I know. Give me a roadmap of your heart's directions, and I'll tell you where I go. Whoa, don't say nothing. Whoa, just let time pass. Whoa, just think of something while I look at you. Oh, I love to look at you. Give me that look, the way that you do. Give me that look.